And there I forgot my mic. Hello there and welcome to another live stream for xTool. I'm your demo host, Nicole, and I'm happy that you guys are here. We're gonna do another beginner stream for the ones that didn't see it last time. We did some testing on black cardstock paper, and we are testing out the differences between a vector and a bitmap. And that's what we're gonna do today. It's not gonna be very long. So if you are interested, please watch along. We're going to do this for different materials over the coming different streams, and where I'm going to take the vector part on the one end and the bitmap part on the other hand. I will show you what we did last time. Here is the vector there that we did. If it wants to focus today. So this is the vector of a nice kitten. There we go. And you can see we did a test. You can just see the black letters that came out a bit darker than we wanted to. But you can see the differences. So this is a test grid. That is what you normally do if you want to test your material with your machine so you can get the best result. We also took the best result and we actually inverted this time the image as I should have done in the first place, and this is what came out of that. So it became a very beautiful engraving. Now we're going to do the same because you see that there is no shades or anything in there, and now we're going to do the same as we did with the bitmap one. Like here we have also the same, the difference between the vector one and the bitmap one. And now we're going to see how that reacts on paper. So I prepared for this the last time in the stream part. I will go to that screen in a moment because first I need to say, if you would like to have a demo, I'm situated in Denmark. So if you're in the north of Germany or in Denmark itself, you could book a demo with me in case you would be interested in one of the machines from xTool. And if you are not there close by me, there's a lot of other xTool hosts and you can find your way if you go with that QR code to the website for that. So if you do want to order a machine, always try to do it through an xTool host because they can do a host assist for you, and that will give you an additional 1% on top of the already going discounts that are there. So it's just a little bit extra, and well, who can say no to extra discount, right? So you will always be the cheapest when you go through the xTool host. On this side, here you can see my normal discount offer. That is 6% on off of all the machines, except for, of course, the Wonderpress and the Omni, because those are just simply too new, so they are excluded from this. For anything else, I would definitely take that offer. If you would like to have any questions, you can ask them to me in the chat here during the stream, or afterwards you can follow the link here and there you can find all the ways how to contact me, and I will gladly help you with any questions or with any support I can give you. Feel free to contact me. So let's go further to what we were making with the bitmap kitty cats. Now here we can see we did all the vector, and now we're gonna go for the kitty cat bitmap. So for that, I'm gonna roll myself to the machine and I'm gonna put the black cardstock in there, and then we're gonna measure that out again, so we're gonna have it in the right location. There we go. So I'm gonna move the different scene so you guys can see the machine. Okay, well, my camera is really having a hiccup, so I'm just gonna do it like the last time. Let's go here and there. Should be working, I hope. Now wondering why it doesn't. Maybe now. Maybe now. There we go. It wouldn't be my stream if everything would go right in one go. So everything is back to normal. Yeah. So there we go. You can see that I placed the cardstock under the laser, and now we're gonna press in the far right on auto measure so we can measure our fields. So now we know how deep it is, and then we're gonna measure out the field itself, where we can work on. And we press this little pointer and we choose rectangle because we just have a rectangular piece of paper. And then we're just gonna move this from here to all the way here. That's it, and we can then close the lid. We press end marking. And now you can see where this is. So you see that everything else is currently ignored. This one can also now be turned off. So everything is ignored now. And now we're just going to select all this, and we're going to deselect this one. There we go. Let's group that. Oh, and then we put it on, and now we should see all these things, they are on, and all the rest is off. Now I see that we are a little bit outside of the field that we want, so I'm just going to click on that and make it a little bit smaller so it actually fits in nicely. From there we're going to say process, where you see that we have the exact same settings as we took for the other one. Now maybe we want to have the ones that say bitmap. No, I meant vector. This one, because the score, we're gonna do 15. Let's go 25 by 500, because I don't want it so dark. Oh, well, 300 it is. Fine. If it's not working, then I can just still change it afterwards and do an extra pass. So now we press let's go. And then we see we only have this area here. So I'm gonna press start. Press it on the front of my machine. For those not knowing it, I'm using an xTool S1 with a 20-watt diode laser. Let's put on some music meanwhile. So it is a bit cozier. Shall I try to zoom in a little bit? So you can actually see what's happening. As you can see, I have inverted everything, so now it is actually, because it's on a black background, you need to invert it because the engraving is going to be lighter than the actual material. So with this one, with the bitmap, we did it right. So that is why the kittens now look white instead of black. I think overall this is going to have a bit of a lighter result. Actually, I'm actually in doubt because the more power it goes in there, the darker the engraving was. So maybe on the darker ones. I'm actually curious. I'm not 100% sure what is coming out of this. Move the camera a little bit. It's a little bit different than normal, but it is what it is. There you go. Now you can already see that actually, as I just said, the engraving is going to be quite a bit darker now. Hope you guys can see it well. This camera doesn't really lend itself all too well for this, but you can clearly see that the engraving is a lot darker. Hello, Straw. How nice that you're always here. I'm alright. How are you? So now I'm actually thinking about it. Oh, that's nice. It's always nice to meet old friends. So what I can see now is that it actually has lighter feet than the body when I do it in the proper way. Which is also kind of not what I wanted, because the feet are actually on the original image darker. Oh no. Are you all around jolly right now? You're a bit round on your feet, yeah. Careful that you're not going to be rolling around, okay? So I'm actually thinking now, like, how could I get the correct result out of this? I'm gonna try something. You have to work tomorrow, yeah, well, that's gonna be fun. So I'm actually gonna make this image a little bit darker. So we go to adjustments. And we put it on grayscale. And then we're gonna drag this down. So everything that needs to be dark is gonna be extra dark. But still the white also kind of needs to be. Kind of needs to have the cat itself also like having a slight gray, not fully white. So maybe we can put that in the AI. Can I? That's not working. Okay. Export as SVG. Just go into downloads. White kitten. Save. And then I'm gonna go to downloads. White kitten. There. And can you make this kitten bitmap the other way around? This bitmap kitten is white vertically gray, but keep the shades. Light gray. Okay, let's just do it like so, because I think that will be useful. So my thought process, right, is that the white is not gonna be engraved. So if I do it like what I tried to do earlier, then a part of it will still not be engraved at all. Yeah, I think this is better. Yeah, so this is gonna work. So we have exactly the same kitten. Now it is loading. There we go. Oh, did it make an SVG? I don't want it to be a... Can you give me bitmap? This. I don't want the SVG because otherwise it defeats the purpose. Okay, it's still doing the same. This is not the bitmap. I wish I could convert that to bitmap like that. Save it. Very kitten. Oh, it's actually not very pretty, is it? Okay, we're gonna have to do it by hand. Never mind. That's not how I wanted it. Meanwhile, everything there is finished. Let's see if I can fix that in GIMP. And I'm gonna grab my design, so let us go to the big screen so you guys can see it very well. Okay. Now here you can see it actually worked really well. Even when the kitten was actually very white and it did not. So when it was light enough, it did do it correctly. See, you can actually see the shades in the proper way. And here you can see it is black or getting too intense, so it is becoming one blur, which is not okay. But the first one was actually perfect, which is the least power and the fastest speed. That's actually really funny, but on the contrary, the hearts there did not pick up so nicely. They actually are not so bright. So very difficult which one I should choose now, because I'm considering either 400 speed or 500 speed. Let me see if I can do anything. It's also very low quality though. I think we need to have a bit more. Not sure if we can do that. That it goes instantly too far. cancel. Maybe if we don't select anything, cancel. Come here. Yeah. So colors, exposure, and put it slightly down. Yeah, now she becomes gray. Now we have a little bit more to play with, and I'm gonna contrast. Okay. Maybe if I can copy that, can I put it in here just like that? And of course not. So let's just export as PNG. I don't want it to be an SVG. Come on now, don't be a bully. PNG. There. Now I'm just gonna drag and drop. Now we see we have her as I wanted. Now from here we can easily edit it. Adjustments. So she became actually quite a lot blurrier, huh? Can we fix that here? Oh, that's rather intense though. It's alright, there's more ways that lead to Rome. My PC is like, why? Why? Let's put up the resolution. It's actually a very, very blurry image because I moved it from SVG. Well, that is a lot clearer. Let's just take it. Go, and then we put her here. Oof, so big. I'm just gonna put it in here, and now we see we have a way sharper version. So that's a lot better than this one. Okay, so we just remove this one because this is better. And now we're gonna edit it. And now we're gonna move up the white slightly. And I think this is, oh, that's too much. I still want to have a little bit of gray because otherwise it doesn't know that it needs to do anything. So I think this is gonna be fine. And then now I have to think really hard. So I'm just gonna do it like so. should be inverted. I'm gonna put this one on 35-300, so the heaviest one. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I think that might be the way to go. So I'm gonna put this one the other side in now. So let's swap the scene again. We're gonna put all this away. This one included. I'm actually gonna make a copy of that because I said 35-300. So then we know that for future reference, if it works. If not, then I need to do more tests. So that one is gonna be like here. And this one is gonna be like here. Let me make a new processing area so I'm sure where to be. And marking. See, we were pretty close. No cigar. Now we're gonna make sure that all the rest is off. So output off. Now we should see only this one, and I want to have this text on. This and the text. So let's see what that is going to do. 2 minutes and 24 seconds. So let's just see. I'm actually very curious if that is gonna work the way I hope it will work. That's how we test. So what I've been banking on is that where it was showing that it would do, the more power there goes in, so the darker areas would actually also be darker, which is kind of counter what you normally have with a dark surface. And the light areas got less power, so they should appear lighter on in this case with the paper. So that's kind of what I'm hoping it will do. Time will tell. Okay, so as you can see, possibly it's not working as I wanted, but I'm gonna try what it does when I do a second pass. I'm very curious if I can make this work the way I hope it to work. But this is what I love about this work. It's a lot of testing and back to the drawing board, try it again, and eventually you will have like a really cool result. Sometimes not, sometimes it just doesn't work. So I'm going to say process again and say start. Because it didn't work, you can clearly see that. I think it's getting a little bit better. It's not fully correct yet, but you can see now that the sides are actually turning darker, which they should be. They should be darker. Maybe I should have made it a little bit more gray. Maybe I lit it up slightly too much. Like you're in The Sims with the music. I'm very curious. Hello, Roy. Today we're actually testing. We're gonna do a lot of streams where we're gonna test different materials, and we're gonna test vectors against bitmaps with test grids, and then we're gonna see, okay, which material needs what. So I'm now gonna open this because I'm very curious if it worked. If not, I might do a third pass because I think it's getting there. I think it's definitely getting there, but it's not there yet. So what I will do, I'm gonna make it now a little bit darker and see if that actually will kick off what I want. Adjustments, and I'm gonna turn down that. That might do the trick. Let's just try it. We don't know until we try. Should be about the same. Let's go. Very curious. Hope it works. So yeah, we're using new materials. I already have some stuff prepared for the next round. Actually, I want to try also to engrave on clay. Didn't do that yet. I think it might be fun to do. And we will have wood, normal wood, but this is a bit thicker. We're gonna have some real nice black coated metal, which is also fun to do. We're gonna have some leather, and we're gonna have cork, and we're gonna have felt, and those, oh yeah, and glass. We have glass. So I have all that here standing, and we're gonna possibly do it on normal metal, like so, like a knife or anything. And on a tile, on glazed tile. So more I couldn't think of. So if you have more ideas for more materials, then just please let me know. Then we're gonna add them to the library, and then we're just gonna test them all. I'll show you here the canvas that we made. Here you can see all the materials. So currently we are at this one, the black paper. Actually, just put that over. Why is that not going over? Oh. We're gonna put that to red, and we know that that is what we are doing. So let's go to the other canvas and see what the result became, because I think it came out okay. Now we are nearly there. It's really getting close to how I wanted it. Because I think that this is still too light, or too dark actually, as you can see. So what do you guys think? Should we do another pass or leave it at this? I think another pass. I'm not sure if it might work. Shall we do one last pass? I don't want to go more than one more pass, because then the other stuff is blacking out too much. One more, right? Okay, let's just try one more. No, it's because this is just it's not doing it fully yet, because it's actually still too light. But on a lower power, it actually engraves whiter than on the other one, on the higher power. So that's kind of what we're banking on, but it's engraving too light, so it still stays dark. Hello, Pixie. Hello, Pixie, come out. So now I'm actually thinking, like, would it be possible to do both? Like, have it inside out? Thank you. I'm happy that you enjoy the music. So what would happen if I would invert it and then later on not invert it? I will have to think about that, if that might be possible to get a clean result. I mean, from a distance, it definitely looks that it's getting nice, but up close it was not as I wanted yet. Hello, Pixie. Shall we do puppy cam for a second? There we go. Yeah, come on. Yay, Pixie. Hmm? Pixie, Pixie. So that was your 20 seconds of fame. Yeah, I think crafting can be very relaxing, so I like to choose calm music sometimes for that, to just be in the zone. It's about to be done. I'm very curious. Gonna be right there. I think from the side it looks great. Okay. So I think if I show you guys this by hand now, putting on some lights. There, that should help. It's not exactly how I wanted it. From the side it looks absolutely gorgeous. But it's not how she should be. So I think for the next time I should just instantly go way darker than this. I think. Yes, no, I'm not playing League with 9 toxic players. But yeah, you can see the difference anyways. That's what I was trying to showcase. Let me zoom out, because otherwise I need to be so up high. There. So you can see the difference. Why is my light so silly today? So it definitely makes a lot of difference if you use a bitmap or a vector, and that's kind of what we wanted to express today, right? So here you get like almost a stamp. It's like a silhouette, because everything is just the exact same intensity. And here you see that you have shades and gradients, so you get a much more expressive material. So on paper, I think that definitely works depending on what you want to do, on what you want to go for. So I think that. And that's actually what we wanted to show for today. So what do you guys think? What is your opinion about paper? Do you prefer the bitmap, or do you prefer the vector on black paper? Just once more. Now, of course, it's not fully correct yet, but so here's the one I would suggest. Why is it not focusing? I'm having troubles with my cameras these days. It's really tedious. I need to become more popular. Yeah, the vector is this one. And here I did them the wrong way around. And here you can actually see now. This one is the one I would choose for the bitmap. And also here I would choose this one. Because it just gives, on paper, it gives the clearest result. Yeah. So you like the vector on the first view because it is more like a stamp, like here. Yeah, I see what you say. It said that I can't really showcase the other one. I mean, I optionally could. If I use this. Yeah, it is indeed more clear. That's true. Yes, I do give training. If you need any help or something, then I can definitely assist. So let's showcase the one in large, right? The 500 by 15. It's only 2.5 minutes. I think I can squeeze that out still. So let's go once more to the other screen. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see if I can do something. Totally busted. This really I think I really broke it. That depends on how much time you would like to have, but you can send me an email, or if you follow this way, if you follow those links, you can see all the ways how you can contact me over Discord or anything that works for you, and then we can just discuss that. Okay, let me see. I think I really broke my camera. Yeah, it is really... Okay, I'm just gonna use the... There. There we go. It's a little bit of MacGyvering, but it works. We just come up with something. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that everything else is off. And this one is gonna be on. And I'm gonna make this one with 500 was too far. Hey. 500 and 15. There, 515, and we're just gonna do there. Dun, dun, dun. There. Yeah, for sure. It's common these days. Why did it turn dark? Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna close the lid. My machine is like, okay, I'm gonna sleep now. It's falling over. I'm gonna mark the processing area and we're gonna take another rectangle and then I'm gonna measure where I want to have it. Here to here. So that is where I need her to be, and the marking. This one is gonna be away, and this one is gonna be in here. It's a bit narrow, isn't it? Oh. I'm gonna put her a bit below. I think this should be fine. Let's just say process, and then I should only be seeing her. And let's go. And now we notice that I'm sleepy. Now I used my beautiful middle spot for getting to invert it. How lovely is that? It's Well, it's soon done. It doesn't showcase what I wanted to showcase, but hey. Let's see what happens if I invert it. Now I'm curious anyway. I'm just gonna leave the exact settings. Finished. And now we're gonna process that again. Let's just see what happens. Let's be silly. What do you think will happen? Will it even out? Will it, because it has the same setting, will it just be as wide equally as the vector? That's actually funny to see, right? Because it should be exactly the opposite. So I think it might actually just look the same as the vector does. Silly little experiment. It's so cool. It's actually true. It's fully evening each other out. So I just now have a white silhouette. Oh, I love having these silly moments. Otherwise you might never figure it because you won't spend time on it. So I call those always the happy little accidents. So if I now engrave it normally over it again, so this and then invert. Adjustments. Make everything a bit darker so that it's more intense. Okay, I will show you because now it is like really just white. Let's see. Now, how funny is that? Okay, these are the last 3 minutes I'm gonna steal from you, and then I'm gonna call it quits. I actually am having a lot of fun trying this. So now I'm gonna try this and see It's really white. It's just like entirely evened out. Let's see what happens. It's actually a very funny experiment like this. Yeah, you're actually now starting to see bits back. And it is not touching what is now white, it's not touching that again. So that might actually be the key to what I tried beforehand with the multi-passes. This actually might be the key to that. So if you do first the normal way, then the inverted way, so you have one equalized surface, so you just create the silhouette with that. And then coming back with different settings. I think if I now make it slower and more power, then it will actually scorch it black. Or darker at least. Really fun. So what I will do, I'm gonna leave you guys in tension. I'm gonna be here again next week. I'm gonna play around with it, and then I'm gonna show you guys if I made it, if I could make it work. And I will tell you then how. What do you think of that? Evil, right? But I will show you this. So I'm not sure how well you can see it, but you can see that her face starts to come back. See that? So I think, personally, I really think that if I'm gonna go over it again, but with a more intense setting, it will actually come out fine. But that I'm gonna show you guys then on the next week. So for now, thank you for watching, and keep my schedule, keep an eye on my schedule, because I will be back next week for sure, and then I'm gonna reveal if I made it. So thank you for now.